and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in joining our community or just hanging out with us in Discord, you can check us out over on Patreon down in the description below. That's patreon.com/ProDMJoey. And aside from all of that, let's get into the action. Hello, players. Quickly, can you guys recap? Because I forgot to stand up and I need to do that at least an hour a day.
Yeah. So we jump out the window, and Skeeter's like, "Follow me!" and starts running towards the stables because he has his own ride. And we make a run for it. Some of us using Wall of Fire, some of us using Darkness. Kai kind of stays back a little bit, gets pummels a little bit in return, and Terran shoots out the spotlights that are kind of keep him in the brightness, so he's able to teleport and catch up. And then we get fucked over by ballistas. However, we are able to attach the horses to the love wagon and break our way through the fencing that keeps that's on that side of the establishment, and roast it, drown, melt, shoot a few guards on the way out, and now we have raced down the streets of Iman and gotten through the outer gate.
So, you all have successfully head outside of the gates of Iman, heading into the open farmlands that surrounds this area. It is incredibly late at night or early in the morning, depending on your perspective. And all of you are just moving down the road as much as possible. Skeeter, you can tell both your horses are a little hurt right now, and that's definitely slowing them down a little bit. They're not doing terribly well after getting gashed across the chest.
Ooh, this is fun. But
can you lower your volume a little bit? You are way louder than everybody else.
This is a lot of fun. I think. But the horses. Should we pull over or should we keep going? And
I think we need to keep going.
Okay, yeah, that sounds reasonable. How far past the gates are we? How long has it been?
I'll put you at about 15 minutes past the gates. You're about to come up to the crossroads where you have to decide where you're going to be heading.
So, just curious, how does this trick end? Kind of long. I mean, I like it. It's been a blast. This has been amazing. It's been a lot of fun. I was just there's a turn up here. Which way should I go at the turn?
Terran reloads. Kind of like assessing the rest of the group versus how Skeeter is looking.
Whichever way is going to get us away from the guards, Skeeter. I think that the trick went a little bit wrong, and well, to cut a long story short, I think we're wanted for several murders now.
Alistair, by your estimate, 6.
Oh, am I conscious now? Sorry.
I mean, oh yeah, you're going to be out for 1d4 hours.
I asked you before the thing ended.
I know. 2 hours. You're 30 minutes out.
Oh, we're still going. Okay. Yeah, so which way should I this is so much fun. Which way should I go at the other roads up here?
Oh, no, why don't you let's take a left. Let's go.
Alrighty.
So if you go left, that means you're heading north.
I need to see a map.
Sure.
So we've been heading.
It's-
Oh, we're on that road. Okay.
Yeah.
I just looked at the map.
You were heading east outside.
Yeah.
If you head north, that is heading towards Falcone Castle.
That's where we were before, right? Where all of our stuff is.
That's
Correct.
where what's
Yeah,
his
we
name?
need to go left and get our stuff at the very least.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
is where
I don't really give a
all
shit
of
if we
your personal
implicate this
things.
guy.
Alrighty. Well then, Skeeter, do you have a map by any chance? Because you're the only person who has all their equipment on them.
I do not have a map. It would have been easy to say yes, but well, would they have given me a map or just written directions? Probably just written directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
sounds
just
reasonable.
written. Or maybe a
All right.
map of just the road going there and nothing else.
So y'all need to tell him where to go. Who wants to make the survival check to help Skeeter go?
Sure,
I will.
There we go.
I'll help.
Your resident wisdom user is currently knocked out.
Yeah. If I have assistance, can I use advantage?
Yeah, if somebody helps you.
Yep, that would be me. Ooh.
13?
You got the general gist of the direction you need to be heading, northwards. I mean, there's a lot of different paths, but more or less most paths should lead there by the best estimate both of you have. I mean, neither of you are really familiar with the surrounding territory, you know? The only person in the party, the only person in this party who is familiar with this territory is Alistair.
I totally forgot about this party and their passives. This is great. I love it.
Yep. Alistair is literally their one godsend with that. Alistair, you are dreaming of flying hammers, tinking and tonging on all of these amazing contraptions you could build. It's wonderful.
We'll be fine.
Just
But anyways.
tell me when I wake up from this mess.
2 hours later, Alistair slowly grumbles awake and back to consciousness.
I assume I had a short rest then.
Yes. All of you, well, actually, yeah, the other two are trying to help Skeeter find his way, so you're the only one short resting, Kai.
Can we? I think we should pull over and help the horses. They're still kind of.
Yes, that's an excellent idea. Can anyone? Alistair, are you feeling up to helping the horses?
Carl, you're muted.
Ah, goddamn. Alistair crawls, like, sticks his head out of the canopy. You can see past the fur. There's just a pinkish face. Beyond that, just... Where am I?
We're traveling north of Milan.
Oh,
We
Hold
didn't
on.
want to bother you. You seemed like you were kind of tired.
I'm going to whisper, like, to Taryn. Are we keeping him? I whisper to you, are we keeping him?
I shook
But
his head. No.
for now.
Hopefully that was to her good ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, at least until we
5 minutes.
are feeling better.
Five minutes. And he crawls back in. And I'm going to waste another spell slot to send back to Yurik. Sorry. Got knocked unconscious. Have you sent a message yet?
I do hate repeating myself. Yes, understood. I'm back at my castle. Feel free to go to the Falcone Castle instead. Leave the body there. Call will be waiting. And I'll see what I can do here. He sounds like he was being woken up.
Isn't it kind of late to be messaging him? You might wake him up.
What time is it actually? As he like opens one good eye towards you, Kai.
You look at the
Yeah.
sky, and it is nighttime.
It's dark.
Ah. Moon. I'm going to send him one last sending. Sorry.
That's
No,
all
I'm
it is.
joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, it's just. I'm sorry. Stop.
Stop calling me.
That sounds like my mother.
I
I
just
wish
wanted
there
to
was a
apologize.
I apologize. I kind of did get shot in the face. No, so I'm going to say, yeah, now that I think about it, it's rather late. You told us to go to Falcone Castle. Give the case to call.
By the way, who was carrying the case this whole time?
It would have been Alistair, so
It's probably like in the back. Oh, hi.
You just lift it up. Huh.
Oh,
can you ask him if our belongings will be there?
I think he's trying to sleep.
Yes, but I also need the rest of my things.
That's where you
They
left
will
your
still
things.
be there.
Oh, that's where we left them. Okay.
Yeah. You left everything at Falcone Castle, and then you traveled to Iman, got dressed at Sir Uric's estate, because the
Gotcha,
Falcone Castle is
okay.
the family castle, and then you went to the Von Hammer
Gotcha. Okay.
ball.
Estate. So I'm just hold on. Locking off spell slots for sending.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. After that. And I'm just going to look at everyone. looks at Taryn. Boop. And take a second level cure wounds.
Alrighty.
I saw, yeah, ballista.
So-
Nice. And I'm gonna
So-
funnel the rest of them into myself.
Well, I will say around this point, the horses stop.
Oh, I thought we stopped right here. We had stopped here.
Okay. Well, the horses are refusing to move. They're tired. They're hurt.
I'm gonna get out
There.
and start trying to tend to their wounds, look at their wounds.
Do you have a medicine
Look.
kit?
I do.
Oh, there you go. Do you have the healer feat? Please tell me you have the healer feat.
I don't have the healer feat.
God damn it. Why don't all barbarians take the healer feat? Rage heal.
Soon.
I whispers to Taryn, do we really want him along? I can time.
I'll whisper back. None of us are in any position right now to try to take on anybody else.
Hell, I could whispering. I could tie him to a tree and convince him it's part of the trick.
Go right ahead. As far as I'm concerned, he was helpful in getting us out, and we could at least do him some sort of favor by leaving him somewhere decent.
Kai sighs and then
Oh, sorry, fat cat just jumped into my lap. Like, she scared the life out of me.
and it jumps out of the wagon because Taryn squeals at him.
Ah, a cat.
So should
Alistair
we,
pets the air.
while the horses rest, should we maybe set up camp or what? I don't know what we're doing now.
Yes, that would be a good idea. Some of us are a little worse for wear. And I will go gather some wood for a fire.
Nice. And I'll pull out a tent from the back of the wagon and I'll start setting it up off to the side of the road.
Are we?
It has a large red splotch on it now.
Are we off the road and scrying wouldn't really find anything near us?
No, none of you went off road. You just stopped.
Let's get off the road first and into hiding in case anyone comes along here and or tries to scry on us.
Tries to what on us?
Scry.
Okay. Sure.
Don't worry, it's all part of the trick.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does scry mean?
Spy. To spy.
Use magic to keep an eye on us, I think.
Oh, keeping watch. Okay, got it. We're good. Just like back at the ashram. And I'll help the cart and the horses off to the side of the road.
Alistair helps pull the cart.
Give me a survival check to find a place that would, even if somebody looked upon you, be nondescript enough.
Someone either, as a player, I'm going to say someone either roll it or I will find the place.
While I'm out looking for wood, can I look?
No, you're looking for wood.
Sneak's used to trying to find places to hide. You just need to find somewhere that's bigger.
Sucks.
All right, Sneak, you roll the second check.
Survival, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
12. I mean, you look around and you find a place that's filled with trees. By the place filled with trees. Not far from the road that has more trees around it. I mean, it seems okay. You're not really in a forest. Not really in a plains. You're just here.
There's a cat stalking us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, watch out for those night pumas.
As opposed to the daylight pumas.
They tend
Yeah.
to aggro on toes really easily.
God.
Damn kinky
Anyways.
cats.
But yeah, you find a place that's maybe a little better off. You guys are setting up a watch, I assume.
Yeah.
I'll
Give
take
me your
first
watch order. All
Can
right.
I-
Second.
Can I do something?
What?
So I want to try and use my divine intervention.
What are you doing?
I want to see if we can't cast, like, if I can't get a god to cast non-detect.
So you want non-detection on you?
On everyone.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your D100.
Oh man, no, fuck.
You go, hey, whichever one of you fuckers is listening right now. Help a guy out?
You gotta roll
Smash
under your
that.
cleric level.
No, I've gone over it many times. I have a different homebrew ruling for it. You want closer to 100? The closer to 100 you get, the closer you are to a success. Your success rating is your cleric level close to 100. So if you're 10, 90 and above is a 100% success. However, the closer you are to 90, you might get some benefit. So you always want high.
Just you
What
always
else?
want it high.
Fuck this.
But unfortunately, none of the gods seem to be listening to you right now, Alistair. Don't worry, you can try again tomorrow morning. In 5 hours.
We'll be fine. Yeah, I'll spend one of them D10 hit dice while I'm on my watch to.
Before
Actually, we're fucking. Mind. Stupid anyway. We're long resting.
Yeah, Skeeter?
before I turn in for the night, I'm going to groom both horses, and I will. What's it called? Touch
Lay
one
on
of the
hands.
horses, whisper into its ear, and I'll do my healing hands to heal one of the horses.
All right, so they heal for 10. That makes one of them full and the other one still a little hurt. So who's taking third watch? Who's taking fourth?
I'll take third, because then I'll be full up.
Third,
by
fourth.
then.
Yep. Anybody else taking fourth? It's between
I
Skeeter and
Let
Alistair.
everyone rest.
I'll take fourth. Well.
You will have just woken up.
Perfect. And Skeeter, I guess that means you get to sleep in.
Yep, I'm going to sleep in.
And yes, on your watches you can roll hit dice, but let me roll to see if they do catch up to you. Hey, Sneak. Can you give me a wisdom save?
A wisdom save?
Have you used your game
16?
inspiration?
16.
Now, I've begun to realize whenever I make a character, I fall into one of two groups.
Mm-hmm.
Like large, nice, and meek, to small, conniving, and evil.
Yep, those are your two personality types. Anyways, okay.
Do I notice anything?
No.
Good. Good. That makes me happy.
How's it though?
Who wants to roll the D100?
Oh, go on then.
You gotta roll high. Oh, thank God.
Oh, you are so fucking lucky. Alistair and Taryn. Well, first, Taryn, you wake up. Long rest completed. During your watch, nothing happens until Alistair wakes up. Long rest completed. And at the very end of your watch, Alistair, before everyone else starts waking up, you notice out on the road that there is a small group of royal guards marching down the road that go past you all without noticing you.
Well, Happy Kai suggested we hide up to the side.
Yeah. Their perception check was a 10. Sometimes you get lucky. But anyways, after you notice that, Alistair, everybody else begins waking up one by one.
Well, on to our things then.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Go get our stuff.
I'm kind of hungry. Should we eat? Should we have some breakfast?
I have no food.
Neither. All of my
Alistair,
rations are at home.
I've got some extra food in the love wagon we can cook up.
What'd you say,
anything that
Alistair?
comes out of I was about to say something, but now I'm gonna say this. Anything that comes out of that wagon stays in the wagon.
That is one of the mottos.
And Alistair just looks at all of you. And it's just
We should press on first. If it's food that we can eat on the way, then we can. But there will be food at Falcon Castle.
Alistair
Oh.
snaps his fingers. And there is just a large pile of dried meat. And cast and create food and water.
Yep.
Aaron leans over and gives him a kiss on the cheek and a hug, and then just like
Please,
starts
not
eating
burn
his
wound.
stomach.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Kai pigs out.
And like her makeup is just all fucked.
Mm.
There's like pieces of hair sticking out of like the formal hairdo. There's rips in the dress.
Yeah.
The heels are long gone.
Kai is now stripped to the waist. His pants are ripped up the side. No shoes on. Did you, through a full mouth of meat. Did anyone notice anything in the road while we were asleep?
How rude of me. I forgot to say grace. Chief Kai, do you mind if I say grace real quick?
Chief Kai.
Chief,
Why is
Commander,
Kai the chief?
why do people keep? Sure, whatever.
Well, Chief Kai has granted me permission to lead our community absolution. We are not a cult. Peace be upon Cletus, for these are my sins. I have judged my brother, and he'll look at Alistair. I have gone to bed without eating. I have swallowed my saliva, sap of my tongue. I've admired another man's tuchus. I've glanced at the chest of a lady. And for that, may Cletus forgive. And then he just takes his hand and smacks himself across the face. And there's a little bit of blood trickling, and he just kind of smiles. All right, thank you. Let's eat.
No fair turn, Jessica. You shouldn't be muted. That's just wrong.
Oof. Oof.
Alistair was like previously was like in a half awake state, but the longer Skeeter talked, the more and more he wakes up. And just like stops halfway through chewing on a piece of jerky and just looks at him.
Alistair. He clearly belongs to a cult. You would know this. The number one defining aspect of a cult is if they tell you it's not a cult.
Alistair's like, I know some outreach programs you might be interested in.
Stared at him. Fucking
I think you might killed Jessica. I think it's a community rule against that.
That's
Oh, I love it.
I hate your characters so much. So much.
What? Including Kai?
You know,
No,
Ace's characters.
Yeah.
Oh.
the worst.
did you know he was in a pirate campaign playing a character called Buck Anir.
I actually helped with that name.
I hate you so much.
Oh. Well, should we get going? Chief Kai, you mentioned Commander Kai. Is Commander Kai more appropriate, or Chief?
No.
No, Chief. Okay, Chief.
No.
All right, shall we go?
Kai kind of looks over, sneaks, and smiles.
You see this twitch?
And the Kai gets up and pats Sneak on the back before walking over to the wagon.
Alistair begins just dragging it back on the road.
Alrighty. So, with none of you the wiser that there was a patrolling group of royal guards on the road, you all take off.
Didn't Alistair see them? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
So
saw.
did Terran.
He just didn't
Nuh-uh.
tell us.
I
even-
said
even though
you.
Oh, okay.
I said
will
you.
Tell them. I thought
Even though
you
I
said.
specifically, okay.
Terran has a passive of 10, Alistair.
That's fair. So
I'm
Terran
not
is
shit.
Terran is as oblivious as the royal guards.
I can't hear things at all.
It's
That's
probably
fair.
all the shooting.
It was what she had a malfunction and it exploded in her ear.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't put a gun inside your ear.
Oof. Click, click.
She's about to
Very
put a
good.
gun in Kai's ear.
Don't
Well,
worry,
actually-
he can deflect missiles. He's fine.
Not that much missile.
I can apparently deflect a ballista. I didn't know that.
All right,
No, but
Skeeter,
you're saying he can deflect the missile, not the sound.
land vehicle, utilizing wisdom, go.
Can I assist?
Yes, you can. You have advantage, Skeeter.
Awesome. Wisdom, land vehicles, advantage.
Now-
Jero,
Yeah.
since we're here, can I find a sharp rock?
Roll me an investigation.
Either that, or take 10 minutes to make a paint stripper.
Let's not
There-
kill Skeeter.
There you go. You can make a sharp rock.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and strip the paint off the side of the wagon when we're eating.
Mr. Alistair, sir, I love your passion, but you probably shouldn't, damage the love wagon.
Alistair turns, face still burned over.
Pink.
And he just stands there for a solid 10 seconds, just staring at you.
I believe he's trying to help us go incognito, Skeeta.
But I thought we were taking the wagon. We're going to go in the wagon.
We are, but the wagon is somewhat conspicuous and they've seen it. So we need to make it look less like a wagon that's just been involved in a sextuple murder.
Oh, so we're still taking the wagon. We're not going to go in the cognito.
Right, and so what Alice is doing is making the wagon look different than it did when we were murdering people.
Huh.
Someone help me.
Oh, the trick thing. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That.
Murdering.
Yeah. That
this-
that makes sense. Sounds logical. Let's. Here, I'll help.
And Tara just told Sneak.
Kai rips
Alistair
off
is
some,
going to. Well, go ahead, Kai. Go ahead, Kai.
Kai rips some cloth off his jacket he's not wearing and makes a headband. Ties it behind his head.
Now he's
Looking
Cobra
good, Chief.
Kai.
Oh,
You were waiting
how
all
long,
this time.
Yeah.
How long have you been holding on to that?
Can we try to use that, please?
I have been dying to have a moment to make that joke. So ready.
look
Oh
so
my
happy.
god.
It's rare that I get a day where I enjoy running these games. No, I'm fucking with you. But it's
On my way to help out with the wagon, I will pass by Chief, who just did the headband thing, and give him a little smack on the tuchus. Looking good there, Chief. And I'll keep heading towards the wagon.
alrighty. Now, all of you go ahead and heal because you did complete a long rest.
Yay.
Alistair, you don't have 15 hit points anymore.
Praise be.
And just be sure my Hellfire recharges at dawn. Perfect.
Yep.
I now can do all that again.
Yep.
So,
However, you all notice that there is a horrid stench coming from the back of the wagon.
That would be
Guy sniffs his armpit.
no, that's even worse than you are, Kai. We should hurry.
Good idea. And I guess we.
Yep. So you all take off onto the main road after scraping off the green of the wagon as much as you could. Skeeter, I'm curious, what's the underside of this canopy look like? Because if the outside has flowers, what do people draw on the inside?
Probably lots of stick figures. Maybe some more flowers on the inside. And probably the top of it, yes, the top of the canopy is a giant painting of Cletus.
What does Cletus look like?
Similar to was it Michelangelo's God in the Cloud type thing?
Oh, the touch?
Yeah, without wearing much. Probably not wearing anything actually.
I'm not hiding anything either.
But what
So,
does Cletus look like?
Oh, what does Cletus look like?
Yes.
So he's got probably shoulder length. Looks that's a painting, so it's hard to tell, but maybe blondish hair, blue eyes. In this painting, he looks muscular, not like overly muscular, but kind of like a David that an artist would paint.
Who's
So the
Cletus?
perfect Greco-Roman.
Yeah.
And any color scheme? Gold, whites, silvers, blues, greens?
Probably purples and greens.
All right. So I have a picture here of what Cletus looks like. Minus the gold armor, purple and green armor instead. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, that's probably
Nice.
a good painting representation of what he looks like.
Who's Cletus?
Oh, come on, everyone knows Cletus. It's the son of God.
Oh, okay.
I literally just looked up generic white guy leader of cult.
Love it.
All right, so I'm gonna. Okay, who's driving the car?
Skeeter.
Skeeter with Taryn helping.
Alistair's going to say. So we did. A guards patrol did get past us, but I have a minor idea as to what we could do to try and disguise ourselves, so to speak. I can literally disguise myself. I could make myself look like a human or anything, honestly. But we can safely bet that a lot of guards know what Kai looks like after his fiasco run, punch, teleport.
I'm sure they got a very close-up view. Yes.
So I suggest that Kai hangs out in the back.
Fine.
Taryn, you're wearing a dress and you look like you just ran away from your own wedding.
Skeeter, do you happen to have any of the clothing perhaps in the wagon?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I was just looking at the beautiful countryside.
Do you have other clothing in your wagon?
Ooh, I don't think so. There might. I know there's another bag in the back that's not mine. I don't know what's in there. Trying to think. I've got blanket.
Hold on.
Tent. We could make clothing out of the tent or the blanket.
Alistair is going to going to look at everyone. All right.
If you're cold, you can use my cape.
Hold on. Take the cape off.
Oh, that was to Taryn because she'd asked about clothing.
Yeah. No. Sorry. Yeah. About something. Plans. That's the word. I was gonna say, take the cape off and try and cover the bottom of the dress with it if you can.
Okay, I will do that.
Alistair takes off his suit jacket, which is like triple oversized.
Easily.
Yep. It's like you might be able to disguise that something, and Alistair does another like little tap on the cart, and he's going to disguise himself as a very, very non-distinct, pale-skinned and white-haired elf.
So a very tall, because you can only affect your height by 1 foot.
Yeah.
And how tall are you? 7'1"?
Yes. So about a 6 foot elf.
That is pretty damn tall for an elf.
7'6" to 6'6".
Oh, that's very tall for an elf.
Taryn. Sorry, go ahead, Alistair.
No, this is like hi. This is extremely awkward.
And Taryn was going to is using the cape around her dress. Is that, or what was she? What did she put around her dress?
The cape.
Miss Taryn, I think the cape goes on the shoulders.
Right, I'm trying to keep my dress from getting more ruined.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you still have that blanket earlier?
Yeah, you you look different.
Yes.
Wow, you guys are amazing. I am just blown away all the time. This just gets wow.
I was wearing a fursuit the entire time.
I had no. I'm just wow. Yeah, the blanket's in the back.
Alistair literally doesn't whisper this, but he just says, "Wow, he actually believed that." And I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes fabricating the blanket into a set of like clothing or at least like shawls.
Well, which one? Clothing or a shawl? Because you have fabricate. You can do whatever you want with the fabric.
It's in there. Maybe I'll eat it.
What? So, are you making a dress or a shawl? Or, sorry, an outfit or a shawl?
Can I make 2 shawls with a blanket?
You could make 2 outfits with the blanket as well.
I shall make 2 outfits. I'm gonna say okay.
All right.
And he's gonna hold
looks
it up like a fashionista.
What color was the blanket?
It was probably burlap in color, like a khaki burlap.
So you have one of those modern one-piece suits that has like the belt that goes over it to make it look like it's 2 pieces, and it's all one unit that goes over the shoulders and sits. But it's that very, very, very boring beige color.
Nick.
Sorry, what? Sorry, completely spaced out for a sec there.
Yeah, here's a replacement. And he
Outfit.
holds up an outfit that is literally like somebody made a burlap sack an outfit.
Perfect.
But it looks like one of the ones. It looks like one of the ones that they would put on like a runway show. So like a sophisticated burlap sack, one-piece outfit with a belt.
Thank you, Alistair. That's much appreciated.
If we're going to your friend's place, Why are you changing? I mean, I know Miss Taryn, she doesn't want to ruin her dress anymore, but why are you guys changing?
It's so that we don't look the same as we did yesterday.
And I pull out my mask and I'm going to put it on. It
What
just
does your
barely
mask
covers
look
the.
like?
It's just black little like a, the Lone Ranger,
Incredibles.
like yeah, exactly.
The how could we not know mask. Got it.
Right. For a loser.
Oh god, a fucking face mask with a goddamn mustache. I hate it. Ah! I hate mustaches so much.
I'm
Wiper,
looking at
no
him,
swiping.
and now that I have a quote unquote normal nose, it's just it's like the white guy blinking meme.
Yeah, fair. Anywho, you all continue traveling across the road. And what was your land vehicle check? Oh yeah, you guys are making good time. Heading upwards, moving down the road. Who's up in front again? Skeeter and Taryn?
Correct.
Taryn, are you wearing the other burlap sack outfit?
I am bundled up inside giant clothes. currently.
Okay. Okay then. Well then, let's see how long.
I kind of keeps an ear out or eye out wherever for the guards. And are we like going down a trail between woods?
Yeah, I'd say woods. Definitely not a forest. Just woods.
When it looks like we're going to run into the guards, he'll try to teleport off from the darkness of the wagon off into the woods.
Okay.
Underbrush.
So, you all continue traveling and roll me a perception check, Kai. See how close you get before you notice them.
So now I guess I'll go ahead and use advantage because it's. Oh wow. Oh well, I used it 22.
Yeah, good job. Up ahead, down the road about, you'd say 100 feet or so, you see a small barricade that was made on the road. And it's mostly just wooden posts and trees that lie sideways, surrounded by these large stone pillars that seem to be planted in that area to build this break in the area. And when you look at it, it is flying the Taldore flags on it. Now we get different music. Guys, there's a barricade up ahead. At least Kai knows.
Right. I would know as well, right?
Not as quickly as Kai knows, but you will find out soon.
Okay.
Kai,
Me.
so you know about the barricade.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's they can't. Yeah, if it's stealthy enough, I'll let them know.
Okay. And then disappear.
Yeah. I'll pop up next to behind Terran, make a jump when I say barricade up ahead, and then I'll night crawler away.
Disappears, heading somewhere deeper into the forest. Roll me a stealth check, Kai.
Stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
25. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. So, Taryn and Skeeter, you are heading directly forward towards that barricade. Skeeter, oh, man, they didn't have these on the other road. It's terrible.
Yeah, this is Ooh, this is interesting. Are we just supposed to drive around it? Do we stop? Do we move it out of the way? I've never seen one of these before.
Fuck.
Skeeter, switch with me. I need to sit instead of lie down.
Oh, okay. Sure. And I will change places.
All right. Skeeter goes in
So
the
now
back.
this extremely lanky elf.
Elfie Stare is sitting in the front.
And I will start playing with my cards.
Don't change up your hairstyle.
Taryn, you are also still in the front. And
Yeah,
as you
I
all
take
are
down my hair so I look like a little bit more like beggarish.
Yeah. As you all are heading forward, you hear from the other side of the gates, or from the blockade, "Stop! Halt!"
I will try and get the things to hold.
All right,
Or rather,
roll me a-
I will
Assist.
tell the horses, halt. And
Oh
they can
yeah, that's
speak to
right. You can
animals.
just talk to them. Roll a persuasion or animal handling. Your call.
Please
Okay.
stop.
Damn.
Yeah, they slow and then stop. Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
You see that on the other side of the wall there are two large crossbows aiming not directly at you, but like positioned to at a moment switch and aim at you, at the ready. On the front of the wall there are two armor-clad guards that look more like Crown's guards, typical, and what you saw at the estate as well. And as you are waiting there, there's one individual on horseback, a white mane, beautiful stallion that has checkered black spots all across it as they are just trotting up to you. It is a halfling with black hair that goes down and frames their head and kind of bundles up and frames their face with a very, very defined jaw as
I
they're
was just
approaching
thinking-
towards you.
Some of you may die.
As he walks up, I'm going to say, Sir Quad.
How did you know my name? Have we met before?
No, but you are quite famous.
Of course I am. We are patrolling this area in search for any unfortunate souls that may be evildoers. And as he speaks, the horse pivots and trots sideways in front of you all, accenting his personality even more.
I'm going to say hello to you too, to the horse.
Oh, don't speak to the help boy. Anyways, I am sorry for any inconvenience, sir. Looks at you, Taryn. But you. But we need to investigate. We are looking for a nefarious group of individuals who are wanted for the account of 9 murders.
9.
Yes, 9 murders.
That's terrifying.
It was a bloodbath of an evening at the Von Hammer estate. Such a tragedy, indeed. Horrific, even.
Didn't we pass the? Isn't that?
Did you not
she's,
notice the fires?
Acting like she's pretending like. Wait, was that what that was? Like she has no idea about nobility or anything like that.
Roll me a performance check, Taryn.
Okay. Can I bonus action before I do this? Use one of my Hellfire augments.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a subtle thing.
Corrupting dictations. +10 on charisma.
What the hell does that do?
She's saying.
+10 to my charisma ability checks and proficiency in intimidation and persuasion.
This is performance, though.
But still, it's a charisma check. It adds 10 to it.
Let me read it again. Can you post it in chat for me?
Yes.
For the duration of the atrocity, the fiend has a +10 bonus on charisma ability checks and gains proficiency in intimidation and persuasion. Okay, so you just get the flat +10. You don't get the proficiency in the other two. Though right now you are proficient for the next 10 minutes at least. And as you begin speaking outwards, Alistair, you notice that there's kind of a burning ripple that goes across Taryn and makes her appear more like what she is acting like little bits of soot and dark, like not burn marks, but like just smut against her face and little bits of charring to split end her hair all the way down, and she looks much more ragged than she did before. Yes, it is something that you shouldn't worry your head about. But anyways, we have to conduct our analysis of your vehicle. And pray tell what all of you are doing on this road at this early hour.
We are followers of Guru Cletus, and we are making our journey outward to find new converts.
You are a follower of Guru Cletus?
New.
Then looks at you, Alistair.
I will shrug.
Well, I guess they're just letting anybody into the club these days. Anyways.
We just joined, so we're very excited about it.
Yes, it is a wonderful religion and fantastic guidance into the spirituality of the remainder of our lives. It is glorious nonetheless. I plan on retiring in 3 days.
God forbid if anything were to happen to you between now and then.
Eyes of the flame strike I had prepared.
You just look up at the sky.
I was just hiding behind the tree, trying to listen in.
Okay.
Did you think I wasn't prepared for the possibility of a barricade?
I mean, you have to
let it-
think about it. Anybody on the police force who's nearing retirement, watch any movie. They're dead.
Mhm.
If the movie starts off, this is the day I retire, they're dead.
They're dead.
Like, that's...
Family members getting like kidnapped or something.
Yeah, they're dead. It's what happens. But anyways, Officer Mahoney. But
I was just
anyways, please, all of you, step out. Let me investigate your vehicle. Honestly, you should consider getting yourselves green paint.
I was just thinking if I had invisibility for distraction, I'd kind of probably kick the doors in the walls.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking to myself something stupid, but it's like if I had the power to turn invisible for one day, I'd go to Paris and beat up a mime. I feel like that's something Kai would do.
Yeah.
How many guards are at this
5.
barricade?
There are 4 at the barricade, and then Quad is in front of you. Quad
How
does
large is
look
the
like
barricade?
15 feet wide.
Oh, I could fit
Stone
that
and
entire
woodwork.
thing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is enough to stop a cart. It's a barricade. It's a good one. They set up these stone pillars, and then they put the wooden slabs in between, so like they're supported. Like, it's a good barricade. But yeah,
That's
All
a
right.
nice boulder.
all of you, get off, please. We have to investigate. Are there any illegal paraphernalia or items that I should be made aware of before I begin conducting my search? Are there any illegal individuals that may be targeted by the great city of Iman for persecution of any crimes that they have committed that you wish to tell me now?
I'm going to like poke my head in,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to say, "Skeet."
What? Yes.
Could you step out of the cart for a bit?
Oh, sure. We're stopped. Okay. Oh, I thought you wanted to. Sure, I'll get out.
If he comes
No.
close to the body, I'm going to cast my illusion to make a scream come from behind him. From the words, if the distances work right.
Okay. Okay.
And I will climb out of the wagon. Oh, hi, friend. And I'll wave at Quad.
Skeeter history check.
Sure. Although I did mean that just in general, friend, but I will roll that.
Yeah.
Normal. Come on. Oh, wow.
18. This is Farsome Quad, actually. He's a wonderful guy. You weren't the person who recruited him. That was somebody else, but he is one of the inquirers about the about Cletus in general. And I mean, you haven't seen him for a while. He hasn't been hostile, but he's shown up at many of the parties. He seems to really appreciate body sanctification night in particular. Whenever he shows up for all that stuff. So yeah.
Oh, hi. I know you. Cletus.
Skeeter.
You're friend of yes.
Yes. Hello, Skeeter. Hi.
Nice to see you. And I go up and I try to give him a big hug.
Yeah, and he like pats you on the shoulder as you're hugging his leg that is clearly inside of metal gauntlets to make him look bigger sitting on top of the horse. Yep, thank
Pleasure
you.
to see
Hello. You as well. I'll be there in 4 days, okay?
Oh, fantastic. It'll be a pleasure to have you.
Another body sanctification night, I assume, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a Thursday, right?
Yes.
Wonderful. I don't have to bring my wife, do I?
No. Unless, she want no, you don't have to. I know Cletus might like to talk to her, but it's not
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, I see.
Yes, of course. All right.
Oh, and this is our official wagon. Have you ever seen the painting in the top inside the canvas, inside the canopy?
I have not.
Oh, you should. It's marvelous. It was really, really, really well done.
Well, he's doing
Here, let me
that
show
right
you.
now.
And I'll take
Well,
him
he's
over. And
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
I'll take him
Well-
over and point up to the canopy in the painting.
While they're like going around, like when the entire canopy is in between the inside and them,
Mhm.
I'm going to reach in and take out the bag or the giant's briefcase.
Roll me sleight of hand.
If it would help, I'll cast silence in the back of the wagon where it just covers him and out toward where he's taking the case.
Oh, to cover Alice there?
Yeah.
So you time it to silence and then release it when people go over there?
Well, I mean, if I see him, okay, Jessica likes this idea
Because
a lot.
A clear-cut image of there's something afoot is when magically you can't hear anymore.
Well, no, I'm not. Again, it's not supposed to cover the idiot. It's supposed to cover Alistair, so you don't hear
Basically, he's targeting. If they're on the right side, he's targeting the left side.
Got you. Okay, and then it goes further out. Okay, so yeah, Alistair, that would give you advantage. However, Kai, that does break your stealth, so you might want to re-stealth.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All right. Grab it and bring it up to the front and, like, place it between you and Taryn and kind of, like, scoot it underneath the large your jacket.
Yeah, can I?
okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna whisper.
Like, I'll take
sit
off,
up.
like,
Sit
I'll
up.
take off the cloak and put it over there, real like,
Mhm.
so then I can take off it so I can walk. Can I slide a hand the cloak over?
Yeah, go
Doesn't
for it.
Hmm.
Go for it.
Fucking hell!
Slightly better. So the two of you get off the cart as Cletus, or not Cletus, as Sir Quad goes back
I have
there, and
+9 to that.
yeah, you do. And he looks up underneath. Wow, that is honestly less pornographic than I anticipated.
Yeah, it's well done. Wish I could draw like that.
Yeah.
Kai frowns.
I
I'm
will say,
curious.
I mean, is that an accurate representation of Cletus's
Well, oh, you mean the down below? The down, the up above
I
has
mean, really?
obviously been modified, but the down below is it's pretty. It's
I mean, that
it's
looks
pretty
like
accurate.
a goddamn centaur.
Yeah.
Oh.
For the love of
Okay.
God. And everything that is nice in this world.
Well, if that's the case, we know what Kai was doing in the back of the wagon.
Here, I am staying far away from that part of the wagon now.
Yep. Oh, it just stretches across the entire canopy. It is the Michelangelo. Painting simply referred to as Cletus's finger.
I mean, Cletus's extra limb.
That is marvelous. And let me
Yeah.
conduct his
So I
investigation.
haven't really been on this road before, but do you guys? Is this common? Because we don't have any of these back at the ashram where it just kind of stops. Well, I mean, going out, there's a gate, obviously.
No, this is a temporary precaution. Just because of the events that transpired last night. I mean, what did he say? 9, 10, 9. 9 people are dead after all. I mean,
Wow.
yeah, huge bloodbath. It was horrendous. There was people inside of the estate. The help murdered. There was a
Wow.
number of different guards of the estate as well. I mean, even the Duke himself, just throat slit from end to end.
Oh, even the Duke? I mean, the rest of them I felt bad because their lives were cut 2 weeks short, but the Duke?
Yeah, even the Duke. That's why I volunteered
Wow.
for this. Anyways, he looks in the back of the cart and, you know what, I could just let you guys go past for, say, about like 10, 15 gold or something like that, and no questions asked at all. I don't really feel like investigating everything.
Oh,
and honestly,
I
that's gonna
didn't
take,
realize that we had to. Yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't know we had to pay to go across, and I'll reach in my
Yes,
bag and I'll pull out a
yes.
handful of coins, and I'll roll a 1d25 to figure out how many are in my hand. Or,
You have pretty big hands, 50.
oh, let me do that again. Fresh roll 1.
Yeah, no.
So it wouldn't have been 1. I should have done a plus
Yeah.
something. Is this enough, or do you need more?
Double fist. And he takes that hand
Double
and puts
fist?
it in his
Okay.
purse. Yeah.
And birds.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you. And he puts it all in his pockets and, heads out. They're fine. Still standing on his horse. Let him pass. No harm, no foul here. I'll see you in 4 days, okay?
Perfect. See you then. And I'll
Yes,
take
of
38
course.
gold off my sheet.
And I'll see all of you
Thank you,
eventually. Yes, of course. You take... Oof. You might want to work on bathing, young man. And passes you sneak.
And
Alrighty.
I will pretend like Stink smells bad too.
Sure.
Did you just call him Stink?
No, that's a different tiefling. Anyways, the barricade is opened wide for all of you to go past, and as you do so, a few of the guards are like, "What the hell is this Cletus thing?" I'll tell you about it later, boys. It's a fucking blast. As all of you pass by. Kai, unfortunately, there is no murder needed. Apparently, Cletus smile upon you today.
Oh, Kai.
I don't know why I'm the one that supposedly stinks.
Well, because he already interacted
Kai.
with the first two and they didn't, and then he interacted with Skeeter and he didn't, and then he walked past the front and he smelled something bad.
Plus, Kai isn't around.
Oh
So
yeah, Kai was
will-
around. It was him.
that's-
Yeah.
That's
Kai
fair.
will follow along in the woods until they're out of sight and join them.
So once you all get a couple of 100 feet away and go around one of the bends, Kai just bink back inside of the caravan.
Yeah, I'll pop up behind Tyrion. So how'd it go?
Oh! Gun is drawn.
You know, Kai, one day you're going to get shot doing that.
Hey,
And
Chief.
I know you can catch arrows, but I don't think you can catch bullets.
Can I? I can catch ballista. Apparently.
Oh, can you catch fire?
Well, I mean,
Technically,
anyone
you
catch
can.
fire.
Kai,
Boy
you
catch
can.
these hands.
The moment your hands count as magical weapons, you can catch magical projectiles too. So single target projectiles you can just shink and throw away. So, yeah.
And then
Monks
Kai will
are bullshit.
teleport into the back of the wagon.
So, once again, Cletus saves the day for all of you. And you know what, everybody? I think since you made it past the one obstacle heading towards Falcone Castle, we could probably end the session here today. Congratulations, everybody. When we arrive at the castle next week, we will find out exactly what this member of the Myriad knows. But until then, everybody, we will see you around next time. Goodbye.